The mic drop. The mic drop. The mic drop. The mic drop. Mic drop. The mic drop. Yo, ladies and gentlemen.
I
What's
love
happening?
that intro.
You love that?
I love it.
Don't get used to it. It's gonna be the last day.
All in the house is
It's gonna be the last day you see it. We're gonna
Why
do
is
it.
that?
That was the 2024 intro.
I still love it.
That was the 2024 intro. So that's the last day. You know, I'm gonna send you a copy of it though. So
Yeah,
so
please.
you have it. So yeah, I'm. It's time for a fresh approach. And welcome back, Ronnie.
I am so excited to be back, Mike. I've been waiting on us to get back on the air.
It's been a minute. You know, we got to start over, but I think we've done it before, and we'll get it popping again. But without further
How
ado,
long
ladies
has
and
it been?
gentlemen, shit. I know it's been a year.
Yeah, at
I know
least.
it's been a year because I think last time we were really talking was the 2024 election.
Yeah,
So it
that's
seems to
about
go,
right.
yeah, it seems to go with election cycles. So you know what I mean. So a lot's happened, and a lot I've been wanting to talk about a lot, but
Mhm.
sometimes you just be tired. Sometimes you just want to sit back and just observe. You know what I mean, and see what's going on, formulate a opinion, formulate a worldview, and I think that's what I've been doing. A lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking, a lot of soul searching on some of these issues, and it's getting kind of passionate, and it's getting kind of heated. So I couldn't be quiet much longer. So, but I'm
A
glad.
lot to unpack, huh?
Yeah, I'm glad you were patient. I'm glad you came back, and more
Yeah.
importantly, I'm glad you guys are back. You know what I'm saying? The big mic drop is back in the building.
Mic
You know
drop.
what I'm saying? Let's get a little volume on this thing, man. The big mic drop is back in the building. I don't even know what my pads are anymore. I used to have that. Let's see. Okay, so that's our hand clap. Mic. That's the one I'm looking for. That's the one I'm looking for right there. We're gonna be doing a lot of that. Man, what's going on, Clear Capital TV? Man, this Tommy B in the building. Tommy B, man, what's up, man? Tommy B, look, my hands don't work, man. But I'm glad you're in here with us, man. Tommy B in the building, man. Representing that Bay Area. So tonight in my cup, I think I have Dunkin' Donuts. coffee out the Keurig. So you know what I'm saying. Cheers to you.
Okay, then.
Hey, Tommy saying hey to you too. There you go.
Hey there.
Go. Hey man, I like that logo, man. That Clear Capital TV. I like that.
It is nice.
I like that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tommy B in the building, ladies and gentlemen. So man, it's time. Election season's back popping. And
Yep.
it's time for some commentary, man. The landscape is changing. And I feel like it's time to have this conversation and have this conversation honestly. So I did put the phone number up. Feel free to call in. Matter of fact, why doesn't somebody do a test call? Let's see if we can hear you. Because this is a new system that I'm using. We got rid of Blog Talk. We didn't get rid of Blog Talk. Actually, Blog Talk got rid of everybody and they shut down. So there is no more Blog Talk. I went to log into the account and I'm like, what the hell? No more Blog Talk. So, if somebody will give us a call and maybe check the phone system.
Yeah.
404-643-3297. This is the Big Mic Drop featuring Mrs. Roni LeDoux in the building. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure my sound effects hit right. Sound effects need to hit right. Let's see.
Got our F those kids thingy.
Oh, you know I got that.
I love that one.
Let's see. We got a call coming. Big Mic Drop. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mike. What's happening?
Man, what's happening with you, man? Tommy B in the building. Why do I keep hitting that one? What's happening with you, homie?
Oh, ain't shit, man. Chilling.
Cooling. Hey, let us know. Can you hear Tommy B? And can you hear Tommy, Renetta?
And yes, I can hear both of you.
Okay, nice, loud and clear. What's happening with you, homie?
Nothing, just chilling. I got the little alert, so I have to hop in. You feel me?
Man, we love the support, man. Every time I see you, man, you know what I'm saying, talk to you, man. You've been here with us from day one, so we appreciate it, Tommy.
Yes.
And it's good to be back. It's great to be back.
It's great to see you, for real, both of y'all.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, everybody healthy, man. Everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Everybody
hey,
good.
Man, I just seen they just posted on ESPN, man. Kyle Busch, just NASCAR driver, just passed away. Man, was 41 years old.
41. I saw that, man. I saw that. My wife was just telling me about that. Miss Amber Alert was just telling me about Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
And I was over in Talladega today. I said, I'm glad I got up out of there. Jeez.
Such a young age, 41.
That's a very young age. Rest in peace to Kyle Busch, man. Great NASCAR driver. You know what I mean? So rest in peace to Kyle Busch.
That was crazy to see.
How did he die?
They don't have a death, but basically he got rushed to the hospital for sickness.
Oh,
but they didn't say exactly what happened.
And you just never know, huh? You never know,
man.
That's
what I'm saying, man. 41, that's crazy, man.
Yeah. 41 and rich. That's crazy.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 41.
Wait a minute, 41 rich and white.
Yeah.
I wonder if he had a will. A lot of people don't have a will.
Kyle
That's
Busch,
a good question.
He might not have.
Yeah.
You never know.
I mean, because at 41,
yeah.
I don't say 41. Why would you?
Yeah.
He thought he had more time, probably.
Hey,
absolutely.
The way shit going on here, you should. So that's that's some good advice. So everybody go work on that, me included.
I got the life insurance, so
yeah,
that's pretty much my bill.
Yeah, exactly. It ain't much of an estate for me, so you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You feel me?
Hey, look, I got bills, so that's what y'all gonna get if your boy croak. You better hope I get this money. You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
So speaking of getting money, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Adventures in the off time. We got to catch up. You've been acting.
Yes, I'm leading 2 independent films. One is called Cousins and one is called Murder in Her Own Words. So I'm working on that.
Okay.
That's the highlight of my life right now.
That's a pretty big highlight, man. Congratulations to you, man.
Thank you.
Love it. Look, I'm just gonna be hitting buttons tonight. So if I hit the wrong button, y'all just be patient with me for now. Be patient with me for now until I learn it back again.
You gotta learn that all over again.
I gotta get it all over again, man. I don't know what's going on. Look, there you go. Okay. So let's see. Okay.
Somebody drop this fool for me.
Okay. We still in the building. All right, bet. All right, I know where we at. Peace. Hey, so I went on YouTube the other night, Tommy. I went on a panel.
Oh, okay, what's him?
Yeah. No captivity, man. We're freezing.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's my dog.
Freezy showed me mad love.
That's my dog.
Yeah, man. I appreciate Freezy. I appreciate it, man, bringing me up. You know what I'm saying? I was lurking in the YouTube streets, man, but just like lurking in the real street, somebody always see you, don't
Yeah.
Can't hide no matter how you try.
Yeah, Freezy be on it, so he always gonna show love.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Yeah, he had a good show the other night, man, talking about some heavy stuff. I was just telling Ronnie about it. He was talking about Chud the Builder. You heard of Chud the Builder?
Unfortunately.
You seen that bullshit? So yeah, Ronnie hadn't seen Chud the Builder. She hasn't seen his antics. I don't even know if that stuff is online anymore ever since he caught the case. Damn near caught a body out here. And it's like he was projecting that's what he wanted to do. Chud wanted to come in and catch a body. Now, it's been a while since I've been on YouTube. Can I say catch a body? Or?
I think
that's the weirdest part about the YouTube thing that I don't understand, especially with our people in particular. We got so many ways of saying somebody got shot or somebody died. I do not understand people talking about unalive.
Right.
Bro, we can say you got smoke, you got pills, and we got our own slang for saying it. And they out here talking about somebody unalive. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. It sounds crazy. It's like bastardizing the English language, but
100%.
It's horrible. I like one y'all do out there, man. Y'all say out in Cali, man. Y'all be like, he got packed out. Like, is that what that means?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, packed out is when you got beat up.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we usually like you got smoked, you got your. I mean, it's so many.
Yeah.
You got your wig split, you got your belly peeled.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so many ways of saying it. So, I mean, even when I start back up my YouTube, I'll never say unalive. I'm going to say he got smoked, he got peeled, he got dropped, there's so many words we got for it. I don't understand why black people around talking about unalive. Like, what?
It's like grape. I can't stand that shit.
Exactly.
Like, the thing about that, when words have meanings, you feel me? Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So when you start changing the meaning of a word, then I don't know. The R word.
Now, if I eat grapes, I'm gonna feel weird.
Yeah, I feel weird eating grapes.
Like,
how's that, Mike?
I'll just say he took it. Oh, he took a charge. You know, like that's. But you know what? Maybe that's just because I'm from the Bay and like we just so used to like making up our own shit that for me, I'm just like it's so easy to get around these standards for me. It's kind of weird for me that I'm seeing other black people and they haven't come up with it yet. Because I would just come up with my own YouTube way of saying it. That'd be a lot cooler than saying great or unalive or like, that shit sounds corny. It sounds like the white folks came up with that shit.
Right. Yeah. He graped me. Like, Like, you know, hate to see what would have happened if he strawberry.
You feel me? Like, yeah, buddy took it. Or yeah, they charged him saying he took it. Or, yeah, like it's simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I never understood the way that they talk. I ain't gonna fight it though. Y'all do y'all.
But this is even crazier because the new thing that I'm seeing on like little IG commercials is fruit like doing the most weirdest shit to each other. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, the little
strawberry.
Well, I've seen like they got like the little what are these soap operas with the fruit?
Yeah,
so it's like strawberry and all of this wild shit.
Yeah. Then they got the one with the toothpaste. That shit was horrible.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Hey, Ronnie sent me that. I'm like, oh my gosh. I
think that was from the 1950s, wasn't it?
Yeah, man. I don't even know if we could play it, man. It's very, very, very suggestive.
But it used to be on TV, Mike, for all the kids to see.
Man, let's see. You sent me that on Messenger, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it was Messenger. It might have been Instagram, but I think it was Messenger.
I think it was IG. Let's see. Let's go to Ronnie's messages on IG. I wouldn't dare put my IG up on the screen. Let's see. Where's that damn commercial at? Oh my God, here it is.
You found it.
Yeah, I found it. I hope the show doesn't get cut off. Tommy, are you where you can see the show or are you just listening?
I was watching it on the phone, so now I'm on the phone. I can't really see it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you have to catch this on the playback.
Yeah, I hit the rewind.
Look, I'm just waiting on it to airdrop over, man. As soon as the airdrop's over, we're gonna go ahead and show this this toothpaste commercial from the 1950s. Now, do
Got
you
away
think
with a
some
lot of
of
stuff on
AI?
TV. Huh?
Some of that stuff is AI.
I don't think that's AI though.
Yeah, because I know like it was a thing going around. Like the Simpsons was predicting everything, but come to find out they making the cartoons with AI after this, it happens and making it seem like it was a Simpsons episode that aired in the, early 1990s or something.
Mm-hmm. It feels so weird saying 1990 now. We saw old Mike.
Yeah. 30-year high school graduation this year. And I ain't trying to give your age away right now.
Wow. It's all right.
It's 30 years this year, fam. What is it for you, Tom?
I hadn't even thought about that.
It's crazy, Mike, is, I just graduated from HVAC school. So I'm in here with nothing but 18, 19, 20-year-olds. And when I tell you I feel old to the mother, it's funny because, like, the teacher would say stuff related to shit like we grew up on. And, like, only me and the teacher would get it. He would look at me and be like, you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm like, yeah.
Man. Look, man, we getting ready to have a heavy conversation tonight. So I'm trying to be light going in. I ain't trying to go, I ain't trying to crash out. But everybody else crashing out. So I figured, why not crash out? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to crash out. But I will crash out. I can't get this thing to send over for nothing. Let's see if I can pull it up on here. Give me a second. I was just playing about not showing my Instagram. Oh God, I don't even remember now. Oh no, I don't think it's that anymore. Man, I do not know my Instagram password on the computer. Huh?
Shame on you.
I hate that, man.
Yeah. Give me 1 second, y'all. I hate to slow the show down, man. We got a nice amount of people in here tonight, man. Shout out to you, man. Let us know who you are in the comments. I haven't gotten any Facebook comments. Are my Facebook comments on?
Yes.
Anybody saying anything out there?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay. Cool. So I take it. Good. Let me get to my passwords here. It's like getting off a bike, man. You know what I'm saying? When you getting back on the bike. That's the same password I've been using. Hell. All right. I it's just not gonna let me do anything.
It won't let you play.
Nah, it's not letting me do anything. Look, it'll come through, and we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Look, I'm not in a hurry to get the show shut down.
I know, right?
I'm not in a hurry to get the show shut down, man. So, I don't know if people have been looking at my Facebook, but I've gotten into the political cartoon arena to kind of get my ideas out there in the way that I feel.
Okay.
So that's what sparked this conversation today. Man, we got Chris Jones in the building, man. What's happening, man? Baltimore.
Chris.
Baltimore. Man, Chris, that's my brother, man. That was my roommate through the military, all the way through. Good brother right there. Looked out for me, too. He a lot older than me. Oh, not a lot, but a little bit. Yeah, shout out to you, Chris. Good to see you. All right. I don't know, man. It's killing my vibe, though. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right.
All right.
So, Ronnie, how do you feel? And you can answer this too, Tommy. How do you feel about the redistricting? The Congress redrawing the lines, gerrymandering basically is what they're doing.
I think it's horrible. And I think they're going to get away with doing it because not enough Black people are going to speak up. And if we do speak up, our voices are not going to count. So, I mean, they're going to count, but they're not going to do anything about it. So they're going to do what they want to do, Mike.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Do you think they brought it on themselves?
That's hard to say. What you think?
I think it's horrible too. But I think that it's horrible because of the blunders that the Democrats made strategically over the last 8 years.
Okay.
Now, what's pissing me off is where the blame is being placed. I don't like what the Democratic Party is doing to us as Black people. And I mean that from a standpoint of how many people didn't celebrate Thanksgiving with their families last year because they didn't vote a certain way or because they voted a certain way. Think about that. Because this is what they were telling you to do on social media. They were telling people to do this. And I think, let me articulate it the right way. The reason I feel like it's harming us is because when you're a minority, the last thing you should do is further isolate yourself.
That's true.
No other race does that. Do you know that?
But us, huh?
I don't know why. They have people they ostracize. I'm not sitting up saying that it's not people that's isolated and ostracized from, different communities. But
they're not doing it to themselves.
Yeah, and when you take it in, some people do it to themselves. And when you take it upon yourself to not only disperse from your power base and go live amongst other people, you feel me? And then you get isolated because you may think or feel a certain way politically. Now, we know that other people don't take voting as seriously as we do, or they don't make a big deal out of it like we do. I'm sure other families are going through similar things. Other races are going through similar things because of politics as well. But ours is always a little bit worse. Like they say, when Manhattan catch a cold, what does Harlem catch? You feel me? Pneumonia. Yes. You feel me? So it always impacts us a little bit worse. And what I'm going to do tonight is break down the reason I feel that way. And I'll show my proof, show my evidence, huh?
Before you go there, what do you think the long-term effects are going to be on society?
On society, if we don't get strategic and get strategic fast and execute, not just talk about it, if we don't execute, then we're going to be buried politically. Between the Republican gerrymandering, and they're going to be able to do what they want to do. They'll be able to do exactly what they want to do for the next however many years until all those justices retire from the Supreme Court.
We need an independent, and we all need to vote for that independent. Hopefully they have better views.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think we need a super PAC.
Really?
Yeah. And I give credit where credit is due. Amber is the one who brought that idea up because I was more political party, but super PAC, ton of money, lobbies, things like that. We spend a ton of money. We have a ton of money. Don't sit up and let people sit up and talk about how poor Black Americans are because it's just not. It's just not true.
Because we spend more money than any other culture on
Let
bullshit.
let them tell it, but we the poorest. How can you do both? How can you be a minority, be poor, and spend the most money? How can you do all three of them? I could get it if you were a poor member of the majority. But let them tell it. How can you be 13% of the population, you make the least money, and you spend the most money? How does that work? Somebody would have to explain that math to me.
They tell us whatever they want to tell us, and the majority of us believe it. It's not too many of us out here that's questioning what's going on, and that's why it's going on.
You're being encouraged to not question shit.
That's right.
People are giving you instructions on how to vote now and doing it with a full chest. And we're going to get into it. And I think StreamYard is cool because they got little things like you could do like, let's see. Let's look here real quick. Yeah, widgets. Yeah, you can do like polls and things on here right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do polls on here right now. You there with us, Tommy? Tommy B.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Just making sure you good. All right, man. But yeah. So I think we'll do a poll a little bit later in the show once we get going. Right now, it's still a little early. I ain't gonna be here all night, but I do want to kind of walk this down because we did take some good notes. I got my notes. Let me go ahead and get those shipped on over. I'll tell you what. I think they're telling me I need a new iPhone.
That's what they do with these iPhones. They start messing up on us. And they want us to buy a new one.
Yep.
They've been sued for that. I thought they had to stop that.
Sure. Folks ain't got to stop nothing. What you gonna do about it? Like, not doing nothing. It's just like fatal attraction. No, I'm gonna keep going and going and going and going. It's nothing to do. Yeah. Because the fines that they have to pay are a slap on the wrist compared to the money they make. So they'll just keep paying the fines. As long as nobody's going to jail and nobody dies, they good. They'll pay whatever.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say is you gotta see how much they paid in the fine and how much they made in revenue to even see if they would even care whether they got sued or not for it.
Hey, and I don't blame them. I do the same thing. So yeah, I can't get my shit over. But yeah, I just pull them up on here. I just look at it off the phone, man. That's how folks make rap albums. Oh, speaking of rap albums, Tommy B, what do you think about the new Drake?
I mean, hey,
I'm glad I got you. Right? I'm glad I got you. You say
they
what?
was mad at Kendrick for taking 2 weeks to reply. This dude took 2 years to reply, and ain't nobody find a problem with that.
Hey, 2 years and a court case lost.
Absolutely, and I mean, listen. All I'm gonna say is rumors are swirling, so don't be surprised if the boy dropped this summer and make him have another uncomfortable July.
Yeah. I think Kendrick gonna leave him alone. I think Kendrick gonna leave him alone, man.
I don't know Kendrick from the West Coast. The West Coast, they don't be leaving shit alone.
Don't encourage him. Right? Don't encourage him. Mic drop. There we go. That's the real one. All right, cool.
I had to explain that to people during the beat. They was like, why won't he? I said, hey, bro, when you get on the ground, we don't stop. We stomp you the fuck out. And if we do another thing, we stand over you.
Yeah.
But ain't no, oh, he on the ground, leave him alone. Nah, that's the best time to get him. What you mean?
Oh, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be able to do it. All right, check this out. All right, man. So, Ronnie, I'm going to introduce you to a guy named Chud the Builder. Okay? We're going to just see a couple of Chud the Builder. Let's see.
Houston streamer Chud the Builder was arrested on Saturday night after causing a scene in a Nashville steakhouse.
Can y'all hear that?
According to cops, he was streaming inside the restaurant after being asked not to. And once he was confronted, he started yelling and making racial statements and causing a scene. He allegedly refused to pay for his $400 meal after eating it because he was being kicked out. Jail records show that he was later booked and then released on a $5,000 bond. Nuisance streamer Chud the Builder was arrested on Saturday night after.
That's just one thing, okay? And like I said, it's probably going to be kind of hard to find his real stuff.
Well, so the way that this is connected to the next one is that's what got him in front of the courthouse, so everybody knows. The reason why he was in front of that courthouse is because he was going to court for what they just said right there.
Right. Look at this one.
He chimping out. Is that you, Cameron? What up, nigga? How you been, nigga? They chimping out again. He mad he went viral as fuck. You saw that? Called his bluff. You know what I'm talking about? The real YNs recognize real. Real niggas recognize real, but you fake. Nick. Oh, I'm not? Do you know what America is? Free speech. Look at this chimping out.
We're recording together.
You still ain't doing shit. And you still ain't doing nothing. He still ain't doing shit. Tell me I can't say something again. This is a fucking America. This is America. I can call him a nigga if I want. You know what I mean? Keep chimping out. Dumbass nigga. He's still chimping out. Look at these dumbass niggas. Look at these dumbass niggas chimping out. And do something about it. Leave me alone, Nick. Leave me alone, Nick. Nick.
Do something about it.
Nick, dumbass Nick. Keep chimping out. Keep chimping out, Nick.
Okay. So you get the drift. I'm not going to give him much shine, but that's the introduction. That's kind of the things that he's been doing. He tweeted about, something about the grand finale is going to be a dead nigger on the ground, So he's strapped. He was strapped.
That's a terrorist threat.
And he had bear spray. He was just walking up on people in public and doing this, accosting them basically. So we'll show you what happened to Chud the Builder. Let's go ahead and wrap this story up because it is crazy.
Some breaking news to tell you about the social media influencer known as Chud the Builder is now facing an attempted murder charge after a shooting today outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. Deputies say Dalton Etherly, better known as social media as Chud the Builder, was involved in a fight leading to gunfire. Both men were hospitalized. Deputies just arrested Etherly, charging him with attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Tonight, he's being held in the Montgomery County Jail.
Okay. So he went to the Montgomery County Jail. And of course, the Sea Brigade activated all the racist people that wish they could be out abusing folks and, harming people. And they got his GoFundMe real plump. GoFundMe like $250,000 last
Seriously?
time. Yeah.
Because
So
they like that he's promoting that racial stuff. That's why I'm telling you, you got to watch the roast of Kevin Hart. You'll see how racist, how they really feel.
Yeah. And the racial thing is going to be here to stay. It's going to be here to stay. So we're going to have to figure out a way to either get over it or get the fuck from around it, or have them motherfuckers so scared that they don't come at us with it.
I thought they were scared because most Caucasians will not say the N-word.
No, they're not. But with this whole MAGA and push for all of this freedom of speech and all of this stuff, your freedom of speech gonna get your head butt. You know, this isn't the 60s, this isn't the 30s, this isn't the 1910s. You know what I mean? We got weapons. Be honest. I'm just gonna, go ahead and put it out there. So ain't nobody going back to no cotton fields. Ain't gonna be no race war. Ain't gonna be none of that bullshit. So people need to get over their biases, live in society peacefully, not this, or it's gonna get ugly. And I guess that's as plain as I can say it. So thank God that you have a sensible judge, because when old buddy went in jail, went for his bond hearing, $1.25 million. And he can't use the GoFundMe money. So shout out to the judge.
Somebody
on
drop
that.
this fool for me.
Something, you know what I'm saying? Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here. Get his ass out of here.
What if they raise it, Mike? I hope they don't raise the money, but what if they raise it? Those races stick together.
They do, but what happened is the prosecution asked for a sourcing hearing. So basically, the court scrutinizes where the money's coming from.
Oh, okay.
So that's the loophole he's going to have to find at this point in time. And I think if he does get out, he's going to unalive somebody. That doesn't sound right. I don't like that.
That shit sounds so weird.
Yeah, that shit sounds weird, man. Unalive somebody.
You're going to take somebody out.
Yeah. Grape fish. He's probably going to get graped. I'm just going to say. They're probably going to get graped. But they say you put your boxes on backwards, you're going to be there for a while. But look, yeah, they want him to get out. They want him to abuse somebody. They want him to kill somebody. They want all that stuff to happen. So, and a lot of it, the reason is that they don't have the courage to do it themselves. But they are activating a lot of their young people. This guy's only like 28 years old.
He looks much older.
Yeah, it's the porn stash. He looks like I ain't gonna say it. He looks like he's living his truth on the low though. For real. With the mustache. He looks like one of those guys. But anyway. So be on the lookout for the youth. It used to be a day where you weren't afraid of kids. Nowadays, you kind of need to be afraid of
You better be.
You need to be afraid of the young ones. You need to watch them. Be honest. And I ain't talking about YNs. We'll get on that tonight, too, because I got my thoughts on that, too. We need to stop talking about our youth like we're talking about them, especially in public. Now, I'll leave that right there, because there's a reason that they're in the position they're in right now. So I think as the people, first thing first, we need to start doing that. Second thing, we need to start healing these families that have these situations that are being split, these families that are being split apart because of politics.
Mm-hmm.
You should be able to sit down with your family and ask questions. You should be able to sit down with your family and have discourse and discussions. You know what I mean? Exchange ideas.
Mm.
But too many times, especially in our community, the older folks don't want to have the discussion. Now, if my airdrop was working or if I was prepared like I should have been, and, there's no excuse for that. But back in May, I believe it was May of 2020, it was the day after they elected Joe Biden in South Carolina. You remember that during that primary, during the midst of COVID?
Mm-hmm.
They were having the debates and all of that, and you had all the different candidates. You had Kamala Harris was in there, even though she dropped pretty early. You had I think it was Tulsi Gabbard, Pete Buttigieg, a few more. It was Bloomberg, It was a few more candidates in there. It was a healthy discourse, a healthy debate. Have you seen that since then?
No, I have not.
Right. We skipped that last election, right?
The last election is a blur to me.
Yeah, we skipped that.
Yeah,
because
Trump didn't want to. Yeah, because Trump didn't want to do any. He wanted to debate Biden because he knew he would be Biden, but he didn't want to debate Kamala. And I'm not a Kamala person. Kamala would be destroyed.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, man, that whole situation was weird. I think that it shouldn't have happened. When we voted for Joe Biden in 2020, we voted for Joe Biden to do one term. That's what he said he was going to do. So it should have never been a matter of it's up to him if he wants to run or not. He was old as hell, which is why I'm not afraid of Trump at this point in time. Trump old as hell. Trump doesn't have too much sane time left. Even if he's alive, his mind going to be gone in a very short period of time.
He already facing dementia, look like, so.
The pressures of the job in itself, the schedule, the travel. An 80-year-old man can't keep doing that. That's not what 80-year-olds do.
Especially when he's talking about the president of Puerto Rico, and he is the president of Puerto Rico. He don't know what he
don't know what he's talking about.
He's not there. He's not there.
He's not there. We know this. But guess what? When I hear my liberal people talking about it to me, about how Trump ain't there, it falls on deaf ears with me because y'all saying y'all couldn't realize that Biden wasn't there. Or y'all was just lying. See, that's what it was. It wasn't recognized. They were lying because
you sound like me, Mike.
Everybody wants their guy to win.
Yep.
It don't matter how big a piece of shit he is. Biden was a piece of shit.
No, I'm good.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't committed to Biden. I was committed to getting Trump out of office at that time. I would have much rather had a younger president. But old ass James Clyburn pulled a little okey doke, and Biden came in there and didn't want to leave. Joe Biden is so racist. People don't remember when Joe Biden was running for president against Obama in 2007, the things he was saying about Obama. They want to act like they don't remember Joe Biden during the crack era with the legislation. They want to act like Joe Biden wasn't under Byrd, a Ku Klux Klan Grand Wizard that was a Democrat from West Virginia that was 96 years old. They want to act like he wasn't up under Strom Thurmond. They want to act like he never said this was a jungle. They wanted to do that because everybody is falling victim to a cult of personality. They want their guy to win. It don't matter how bad he is. At this point in time, there's really no difference between MAGA and the vote blue no matter who crowd.
Well, since you put it like that.
Point it out. Point it out. But let's take it back even further. We had Joe Biden. Barack Obama's turn. I was listening to some old clips of Barack Obama today. And Barack Obama spent so much time trying to act like there wasn't any racism when he was president. Do you realize that?
I never even thought of it like that.
Saying that it wasn't racism, but he wasn't calling out the blatant racism against him. He wanted to be everybody's president. It was on that vibe. He wasn't saying there wasn't any racism, but it was like, I'll let you hear it. Okay. Let's just listen to it. How about that? You want to do that?
Listen to it.
Yeah, you ain't got to take my word. And look, I voted for Obama twice. I don't want to hear shit about.
I did it too, Mike.
I voted for him twice. Every time he could have been president, I voted for him to be president. So yeah, I can criticize him. I'm the one who gave him his job. I was listening to this stuff earlier, man. These folks are crazy, man. I'm gonna let you hear. So let's check out President Obama on racism. This is when his lips and his hair were the same color. My bad, man. I couldn't help it.
Among your harshest critics is the view somehow that government is out of control. And in some cases, it's gotten very personal. Your election to a lot of people was supposed to mark America somehow moving beyond race. And yet this week, you had former President Jimmy Carter saying most, not just a little, but most of this Republican opposition against you is motivated by racism. Do you agree with that?
No. Look, I said during the campaign, are there some people who still think through the prism of race when it comes to evaluating me and my candidacy? Absolutely. Sometimes they vote for me for that reason. Sometimes they vote against me for that reason. I'm sure.
That's important. What he just said is important.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you this. Let's just put it into a historical context. Okay. This was the beginning of the Tea Party. Tea Party is nothing but the embryo of MAGA.
That's funny, Mike, because people forget about the Tea Party.
People forget about the Tea Party.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't thought about it when you just brought it up. I'm like, damn, I forgot about the Tea Party.
The Tea Party and the birther movement is what created MAGA.
Yep.
So at a key time when he could have really called out the racism, he chose not to. Now, people will say that's a classy move and that's presidential class and all that shit. But you don't get anything done if you don't acknowledge there's an issue.
Right.
So, this is my only kind of pushback, I guess you should say, for that. Is two things happened during the Obama term. The first thing was it was the beginning of this divide. It was the beginning of uncivilized politics in America, right? It was when Trump started saying all of his crazy shit, even though he wasn't running, but he was saying his crazy shit, and it started getting us used to people being able to be that disrespectful in the political arena.
Right.
So what I will say is, I think what his point was, because Obama was so far to the left, that I would say most of the hate was more towards the left, but there was a lot of it because of race as well. But I think we've gotten to a point with this divide between right and left that shit is beyond color. Because as we know, if you're willing to push for the right, they'll fuck with you as a black man.
Right.
But if you're a far left black man, you're the worst of the worst.
Right.
So I think what Obama was more getting to was, and I think what he was trying to address and try to stop, was this political divide that we're dealing with now. So we got to remember that that's also what he talked about during this whole thing is, hey, man, I don't know if you remember, he did that speech that one time, and the dude got in there screaming and yelling, and they was going to kick him out. And Obama said, no. Let him say. Let him speak. And he let him speak, and then he responded to him. We don't have that shit anymore. Now it's as soon as you don't agree with me, get out of here.
Right.
There's no more civil discourse. And all of that was led by the person that's in charge right now, where you're literally going on news shows and telling people they're the worst reporter ever just because they're asking about something that you literally did.
Right.
So I think you got to kind of look a little deeper to that situation with Obama, where he saw this coming, what we're dealing with now, and he was trying his best to try to stop it. And I think that's why he was more trying to not necessarily bring the parties together, but just keep it professional. I mean, I'm trying to think of another word, but I'm just say professional. You know, keep it to where we aren't just, it's always been mudslinging in politics, but this shit that we dealing with now is a different level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally got a president right now that just can't stop talking shit about his predecessors. He literally has plaques mounted in the White House talking shit about prior presidents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this is what he was trying to stop because he saw it coming. And I think that's more why he was saying, no, I think it's more because of this political divide between right and left. Because he was so far left that, you know, the people on the right didn't give a fuck. If he not to bring world peace, they didn't care.
Right. Well, I'll say this. I'm not going to let him off that easy, Tommy. Because he really didn't try hard to stop it. But let's keep listening.
I'm sure that was true during the campaign. I'm sure that's true now. But I think you actually put your finger on what this argument's really about. And it's an argument that's gone on for the history of this republic. And that is, what's the right role of government? How do we balance freedom with our need to look after one another? I talked about this in the joint session speech. This is not a new argument, and it always invokes passions. It was a passionate argument between Jefferson and Hamilton about this. You know, Andrew Jackson built a whole political party around this notion that somehow, you know, there's populist outrage against a federal government that was intrusive. And so what I think is going on is that we've got a healthy debate taking place.
Healthy debate. I think he was giving them an out. I don't think he did enough on race when he was in office. And I think that I'm trying to bring everybody together was covered. How many times did this man sit up and tell black people we didn't understand politics? You remember that? Well,
I do.
That's not how it works. I mean, you gotta, come on. But Trump is showing you how it works for your fucking constituents. That's what I can say. I'm not his constituent, but he's showing people that the president pretty much can do what he wants to do for his constituents.
Right.
I think we give him an out. Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Sandra Bland. The police started killing folks left and right. Where was the legislation?
I heard you on there.
Where was the legislation? I'm gonna be honest, man, and I'm pissed off, and I think that, you know, like I said, I talk to people. Most of the people I know are liberal people. You know what I mean? They're liberal. And we'll get on liberalism here in a minute.
Yeah.
Liberalism and progressivism. But most of the people cannot articulate to me what any of these Democrats have done for black people. And we're the ones that get all the social pressure to vote. And we'll get into that in a little bit as well. Because it's just getting more and more outrageous. So I think that we had a black attorney general. We had a colored attorney general. I'll say that. I don't know if he identified as black. And we had a black president-ish president at the time. We should have walked out of there with something.
I agree.
We should have walked out of there with something. And we just want something so bad. But now the Democrats have the perfect weapon. They have a boogeyman. Trump didn't invent racism. I'm from Alabama. You from Alabama. dealing with racist people isn't anything new. Trump didn't invent racism. And I'm not trying to give Trump any cover because I don't fuck with Trump either. Didn't vote for him, don't fuck with him. Don't like him. Gas, diesel fuel, $5 plus a gallon. And my business has been under tariffs ever since he got into the damn, ever since he came into the White House, he put my business under tariff.
Like that shit's $7 out here.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Yeah. And then people will be like, oh, well, you should have voted for Kamala. Should have voted against Trump. I'm tired of voting against people. I want to vote for something. Shit.
Exactly.
Like, for real.
So since nothing is going the way we want it to go, how do you feel about people that don't vote at all?
That's their prerogative.
My question is, do you think it's worth voting these days?
It's worth voting in certain areas. Like you need to vote for your dog catcher.
Here's my question, because people always like to say that, like, what do you think about people who don't vote? So here's always my retort to that. What do you think about people who are uneducated in voting? Which is the majority, not black people, the majority of people.
Okay.
I'm in California where they literally put a second tax on our gas and put it on the ballot, and they voted for it.
They voted
for it. These people were educated. Yes, they voted for it. So you can't tell me these people were educated on what they were voting for and voted to tax our gas a second time. So that's always my retort when somebody says, what do you think about people who don't vote? My thing is, well, what do you think about people who vote ignorantly? Because that's the majority of the population in America.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good point.
So,
because you gotta think about it, man. We out here struggling. Motherfuckers got 9 to 5. They got kids. They got bills, all this and that. I ain't got time to sit down with that. Or I'm not gonna say me because I make time, but people ain't got time to sit down, with this ballot book and read through measures. The hell, I'm gonna keep it real with you. But the people that write it don't even read.
Right. And these people can run the same playbook on you. Time after time after time after time after time.
And then if you do try to read it, it's not reader friendly. You probably don't understand the words that they're using.
Right. We got a couple people in here, man. Let's do one of these. Let's see. I'm gonna ask this. We'll start with this one. No. Create. Let's see. All right. Is vote blue no matter who a viable strategy?
If you ask my grandmother, it was, but not today.
I tell people I vote by what am I trying to say? I vote by the issues. I don't vote by the party. The last governor in California, I voted for the Republican.
Well, I know you did.
I'm not going all the way red or all the way blue. I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna see, what each person is talking about, and I'm gonna go from there. I'm not gonna devote my vote to anybody that hasn't earned it.
Right. And I'll say this: vote blue no matter who. To me, is not a good strategy. Of course, I'm sure y'all already figured that out. But I think that voting is a good thing, and a lot of times you're going to find people that can impact the issues that most affect you are your state representatives, your governor, you know what I'm saying? People like that, your city council people, whoever you have to vote for that's in your, in your area. In your case, Ronnie, it's about 20 million people in your area. So, it's a different story. But, I think that people aren't paying attention to that because of this. Vote blue no matter who. I don't see any issues that impact me on the national stage outside of the things that impact everybody else? Economics, health, things like that. You know what I mean? Economics, gas prices, inflation, things like that impact everybody, housing prices. But nobody's going to do shit about it. They all pick these other issues. Trump went with the immigration. Now, I was all right on the immigration control thing because there's an economic component to it that harms black people. And we get into that. That's why we need to stop calling our kids YNs and the younger generation YNs. Because if they could work at a McDonald's, they probably would. But that motherfucker full of 30-year-old Venezuelans. That's going to stay down. What else you going to do?
Well, Mike, I'm just going to say that most people, like we're talking about, we vote based on issues. Most people, like you're saying, vote blue no matter who. That's the way people have been raised. Because my grandmother taught us no matter what, vote straight Democrat. And that's what we've done for years until we got old enough to understand that it's not always the best. But that's what a lot of people do. They vote how they were raised, how they were taught to vote.
You know something? I wish they taught their kid. Roswell in the building, man. What's happening? Hey, I wish them old mother. You said I'm stop. I wish them old folks thought about that like they do kids. Here's the deal. Let me see. Let me make this right. Let me make sure I got this right. So, let's say Donald Trump is the kid next door to you in the neighborhood. He running around spray painting shit, breaking into folks' cars, tearing up shit, right? Your kid is in the house and they start acting up. Vote blue no matter who is the equivalent of telling your child you're never going to get in trouble regardless of what you do. Does that make sense? Or am I off? It's like telling a child or a person that no matter what you do, I'm going to vote for you. I'm with you. Not only does it matter what you do, it matters what you don't do too. It don't matter.
It matters more.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I think that leaves you vulnerable. It leaves you vulnerable, man. It leaves you open to lies. We don't have any way of holding these people accountable for anything. It's always some kind of catastrophe when it's time to run and elect them. Go vote. It's always some kind of war. It's always a reason. Oh, it's a boogeyman. Oh, they're going to put y'all back in chains. Joe Biden said that too, by the way. You know that? Do you know that? Oh, yeah. He the most disrespectful president to black folks.
Yeah, I ain't hear that one.
I'm going to let you hear it.
I know he said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
He said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Look, Mike.
Like, come on, man. This has been the most disrespectful motherfucker.
I gotta keep it solid with you though, Mike. And I'm gonna tie back in with this Chud the Builder thing. The way that some of these suck ass niggas out here talking, he might be right. Cause these pussy ass niggas talking about, oh, you shouldn't you shouldn't let words move you and da 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 da. Yeah, them the niggas that's gonna end up back in some change.
Yeah. I told a dude the other day, first of all, on Freezy thing, because you had one of those guys coming up trying to be a sellout. Yeah. I peeped him out. He was trying so hard. I'm like, bro, you about to pull something. You probably seen him, John Galt.
Yeah, I think so. Bigger dude.
The older dude, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen him.
Yeah, looking like Raphael Warnock and shit.
Mike coming with it today.
Oh, yeah, he like Raphael Warnock, man, with that mask. But no, I peeped out the John Galt thing. That's Ayn Rand. But I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. But dude was just, like if somebody calls you a nigger, are you going to attack them? And
absolutely.
Like I told him, a lot of times them people like that call you a nigger before they attack you.
Yep.
So
Hey, Mike, it's a lot of motherfuckers. That's the last thing they heard before they was hung.
That's the last thing they heard before they was hung. When that dude shot Ahmaud Arbery, that's the last thing he said to him. Got his ass locked up. You know what I mean? And hate crime. Because he said
it's crazy as hell.
But that's
I ain't never think I'll be in a place where men who walk around and be okay would be disrespected in any way, shape, or form. This is society so pussy.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I had a dude that was my friend in school. He thought he was gonna call me, and then I slapped him. I spin him around.
Twirl that nigga.
Slap that ass down. What? He like, Shaq, you a nigga. Oh. Helicoptered his ass like, what's your PD Pablo? Ego time. This your boy.
And what they're proposing. Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days, he's going to let the big banks once again write their own rules. Unchain Wall Street. They're going to put you all back in chains. And what they're proposing. Romney wants to he said in the first 100 days.
Who been in chains before in this country?
You know he's talking about us.
I know, that's what we talking about.
You know he's talking about us.
That shit is terrorism.
Chains.
People don't realize that. That's terrorism. That's voter intimidation. Even if it's soft. You're going to lose your right. They're going to put you back in chains. If you don't vote for me, that going to happen to you. This and that going to happen to you. They're going to come drag you out the house. And then we be the first ones they call to go out the house when some shit happening to somebody else.
The first ones.
Did y'all see where the NAACP, another useless organization, started by small hats, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see what the NAACP is asking young black athletes to do?
No, what?
Yeah, to protest the southern schools, the southern colleges.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They telling black kids that if you got a football
So
scholarship in Alabama, that you need to pause your football scholarship.
And go to HBCU or what? What's the rationale?
They didn't say where you go. They specifically called out black people. Now, this is the national advancement of colored people. You see what I'm saying? So why you not asking Asians to not go? Why you not asking people that got state jobs with the state of Florida to quit their job? Why are you asking young black people to do this? Because of mistakes in strategy that they made. The whole reason all of this stuff is happening is because of feminism and racism. On behalf of your girl, Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton stole the first vote because in 2016, we was rocking with Bernie Sanders. We wanted Bernie Sanders.
I know I did, because he was going to cut off all the student loans and all of that.
Roland Martin, Donna Brazile, and Hillary Clinton stole our votes in 2016. Ruth Bader Ginsburg delayed retirement. Check this out. She delayed retirement. She didn't give Obama another Supreme Court justice on his way out. Obama got one justice in 8 years. And Ginsburg would not step down. Do you know why Ginsburg would not step down? Can anybody guess? Any guesses?
Why?
Because she wanted the first woman president to replace her. She wasn't even the first woman on the Supreme Court. Sandra Day O'Connor was the first woman on the Supreme Court. But Ruth Bader Ginsburg at 87 years old, you lost abortion, lost affirmative action, which was for Asians anyway. They crying now about that. You lost DEI, you lost your voting district, you lost everything. And you still call her the notorious RBG like she's supposed to be some kind of hero. This is what we're talking about: education, educated voters. So this is going to continue to happen. I'm going to tell you about educated voters. Let's talk about this. You know what happened in Georgia yesterday?
What's that?
No, what happened?
Georgia primaries. The largest amount of Democrats came out. Keisha Lance Bottoms had 200,000 more votes than the last Republican.
And she lost.
No, she won. She won the primary.
Oh, okay.
But do you know they had two Georgia Supreme Court justice positions? That was the vote for, and they still wound up with them old dried up white folks in there. So guess what's going to happen to Georgia law? It ain't going nowhere. It ain't changing.
More Ricos.
Man, shout out to my cousin. Shout out, man. It's not changing. It's nothing that we can vote our way out of at this stage in the game. And we definitely not going to do it without fresh candidates. I'm down for an independent party. I ain't gonna lie to you. Voting against racism. How can you vote against the idea? Somebody's heart. And they both uphold the same system. We've had enough Democrats in office for the system to be dismantled. Clinton did 8 years. Obama did 8 years. They had enough time to roll some things back. Them folks don't want to do anything for us.
It's sad.
I can show you video. I mean, we act like we don't remember Biden's inauguration speech. When he got inaugurated, what did he tell you? Black people, I got your back. He got in office. Asian people got a hate crime bill. Literally, after the whole world watched a man kneel on another man's neck for 10 minutes almost. Went through all type of riots, all type of chaos, all types of people getting unalived. Like that wasn't traumatic to us. Like we're the ones who deserve to be lied to. Asians don't vote for nobody. They don't. Nothing against Asian people. Asians don't vote for nobody.
Nah, they give money though, Mike, and that's why whoever that was told you that we need a super PAC instead of a party.
My wife
chicken talk.
My wife said,
"Oh, okay, yeah, your wife.
That's what we need is a super PAC." And while I understand what my cousin is saying, let me put her thing up here. I believe now is the time. This is my cousin Ronnie, man. She like my mom. Shout out to you. Vote blue no matter who isn't about blind loyalty. It's about damage control. Civil rights gains were not achieved by sitting out elections or treating both parties as identical. They were achieved through pressure, activism, coalition building, and preventing openly hostile forces from taking total control. I understand that, but I'll have to say this. I think the landscape has changed, and we have to change strategy because there weren't 10 million illegal immigrants in the country during civil rights. There weren't all of these people from all over the place bringing their customs and languages and their biases as well over here. Back then, it was us against white people. Now it's us against Latinos, Asians, Indians, Africans. Everybody who come, it's they against us. They've been propagandized to be against us. So I think that if we fight that battle like they've been fighting the battle, we're not going to win, man. We're going to get buried because the same people that we're voting for are the ones that are flooding the zone with immigrants.
I also I think we all on the base understand what that means. I think the problem with it is it's like your kid. I give my kid ice cream every day because it will make them happy. The problem is I also know what it's going to eventually do. It's going to make them sick. And I say that to say, you blindly just vote blue, then they start to understand, well, we ain't really got to do shit for them anyway because they going to vote for us anyway. Mm-hmm. And now you just created a whole nother problem, which is essentially what has happened.
That's what I was talking about with the kid in the house. It don't matter what the kid next door is doing. If your kid acting up, you need to check your child.
Yeah.
And I want you to do what you want to do as your parent. I want the Democratic Party to succeed, but they refuse to succeed. They spent all of that Joe Biden thing. What they spend that doing? Trying to prosecute Trump.
Oh my God.
Between that little begging ass fool from Ukraine coming over here in the sweatsuits, wearing track suits, and getting $1 billion checks every 2 months, between him and between trying to fuck Trump, that's all they did.
I'm still mad at Rachel Maddow. If Rachel Maddow had me thinking Trump was for sure going to jail, and this nigga ain't went nowhere.
Man, I'm the one who said from the jump they should have left that alone. I said that right here behind this doggone computer. Did I not?
Yeah, you said it.
You said it.
They should have left that shit alone. They were setting a dangerous precedent by political prosecution. That was clearly political.
Yep.
And they put them black women out there on the front line. Fonnie Willis, Letitia James. These women, well, Fonnie, I don't know, Fonnie might get locked up at some point in time because they on her bumper. And Biden somewhere bumping into a wall like one of them vacuum cleaners.
I can't unsee it now, Mike.
He just keep running into the wall like the Roomba and shit.
Don't you find it ironic that Buddy nicknamed him Sleepy Joe, and now we done seen him fall asleep on meetings about 4 or 5 times?
Man, Trump is out of here. I don't want to hear nothing about Trump in 2028. He's out of here.
Well, you ain't supposed to anyway. The nigga's supposed to be gone. That's the crazy part.
He done.
Is he's supposed to be gone, and it's gotten to the point where we literally have to say that. I don't want to hear him in 22. You shouldn't even have to say that. It's the second term. You shouldn't
They're gonna have to drag him out of that kicking and screaming. I don't think he's gonna fairly leave the White House.
So listen how crazy this. We're saying this, and it's not even like phasing us. That a nigga's in the White House and he might not willingly leave if when his term is up. And we're talking as if that's just like, oh yeah, that's how crazy he's gotten this country.
Hey, look, Well, now, Tommy, go back in history, man. Franklin Delano Roosevelt did the same shit.
Well, I think wasn't he in the middle of the war? That's why he was able to say.
Hey, Franklin Delano Roosevelt served 3.5 terms.
Yeah.
He was the closest thing America's ever had to a dictator.
Yeah.
So Trump ain't nowhere near that. It ain't gonna happen. And when you 80 years old, you can't buy green bananas. To much less making plans for 4 or 5 years down the road. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think Trump has the excuse like FDR did. I think if he had the excuse, if he had a war, put it like this: if we somehow end up in a World War III, I 100% think he's gonna try to stay.
They made that.
100%.
They created the constitutional amendment for Franklin because of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. It ain't gonna happen.
No, I thought they said that if it's a time of war, then that's the only time a president can stay longer than 2.
No, it's not. You can't stay no time.
Oh, okay.
George Bush retired, had to go in the middle of the war. We didn't get out of Afghanistan until Biden's administration.
That's true.
So that's not true. That's what Franklin Delano Roosevelt did. But then they came. I think it's the 24th Amendment. I ain't got my Constitution in front of me. But let me go in the bathroom. I think it's rolled up on the roll. So, what do you think about? I don't think anybody's even said anything. It's good to see y'all back, man. Raj Will in the building, man. Chris Jones, Ronnie, man. I'm glad y'all joined. I know, Ronnie, you freaking out on me a little bit, man. Don't freak out. I'm not a Trumper. I'm not MAGA. But I want answers. I think that when our people started voting, I think the reason they were voting was for economic inclusion. I don't think they were voting just to vote. I don't think that was the prize. I don't think voting was the prize. I think voting was the path to the prize, and we've steadily been getting blocked from that. I want y'all to hear something, man. And happy belated birthday to Malcolm X, man.
I love Malcolm.
Sure. For sure.
Yeah, let's listen to some brother Malcolm. Because we're gonna go just a tad bit deeper. I got another 20, 30 minutes. But let's listen to brother Malcolm, man. And my grandma put me, this is one of the first books I ever had, man. The Autobiography of Malcolm X by Alex Haley. One of the first books she ever gave me.
Being a friend, I think, being friendly and being a friend, I think, are two different things. I think there are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb. And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chopped on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chopped in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that
I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ. Being friendly and being a friend, I think, are two different things. I think there are many whites who act friendly toward Negroes. A fox acts friendly toward the lamb.
Let it rock again.
And usually the fox is the one who ends up with the lamb chopped on his plate. The wolf doesn't act friendly, and therefore the wolf has more difficulty in getting the lamb chopped in his plate.
I'd like to point out, though, that
I say that because it is usually if you study the structure of the Negro community, economically, politically, civically, psychologically, and otherwise, it's controlled by the white liberal, who usually poses as the friend of the Negro, who actually differs from the white conservative in the same way that the fox differs from the wolf. Their appetite is the same. Their motives are the same. It's only their mannerisms and methods that differ. Being friendly.
All right. What y'all think about that? Shout out to Brother Malcolm, man.
Mm-hmm. It's deep. I feel it.
Feel that?
Yes.
You in New York. New York is a very liberal state, blue state, solid blue, right? How do black people get treated in New York? Can you hear me?
No.
You can't hear me? You hear me now?
Do you?
I hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was leaning back. I say you live in New York.
Mm-hmm.
New York is a solid blue state. How do black people get treated in New York?
The thing about black New Yorkers is they really don't care. So they don't pay attention to how they're being treated. Me being from the South, I noticed that there is prejudice here, but it's not like it is down South. Down South is blatant. Here they hide it.
What are they doing? They're running black people out of the neighborhood.
They're increasing the rents.
Yeah.
They're increasing the rents and all the housing.
Right.
Gentrification is going on, and the blacks aren't able to afford to stay, so it's all white now, mostly.
Let's put ourselves back in the time when Brother Malcolm was making this statement. And let's really get deep, because this was the civil rights movement. For him to be able to say this in the midst of the civil rights movement, and for Martin Luther King to say what he said toward the end of his life in the same time frame. I think Malcolm X died before Martin Luther King. I think Malcolm X died in 62 or 63, if I'm not mistaken. But think about the things that we said that we got from civil rights. Think about the things that came out of the Civil Rights Act. We were able to, get in universities, primarily white institutions. In which case the HBCU went downhill after that. Then you got all these weird people graduating with all these weird ideas and weird social policy from these PWIs, right? These are your liberal friends. Your liberal friends are the ones who gave you welfare and said that your daddy had to leave the house.
Right.
Your liberal friends are the ones who built you a nice house in the projects and flooded that shit with drugs. Your liberal friends are the ones who don't want you to have a family. They're not encouraging you to have a family. They want you to go ahead and terminate. These are your liberal friends. Your liberal friends want transgenders in classrooms with children. Your liberal friends were on Epstein Island too. Yeah, don't nobody talk about Bill Clinton being on Epstein Island. They try to avoid that. They let him apologize. Even though Bill Clinton got some weird shit going on over there. He in a lot of pictures. He about as bad as Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew just showed up and did the most. He was doing the most. But what I'm saying, are these things good for you is what I'm asking.
Not in the long run.
Not in the short damn run.
Not at all, huh?
Ain't good in the short run.
They dangle it in front of you like candy and make it sound good.
They make it sound good. But you know something? And I'm just gonna get on my soapbox. I'll get it all out tonight, I promise. I'm lying. But Emmett Till, 1954. Right before Brown versus Board of Education, or right afterward, right? It was around the same time. Emmett Till. What was the thing that they wanted to pass in the Biden administration that they said they were going to pass for us? Just think of some things that they said they were going to do. We had the lift every voice program. We had the George Floyd Policing Act. We had the Emmett Till lynching bill, anti-lynching bill. I don't believe, did any of them pass? Let me look.
Not that I know.
Haven't heard anything else about them.
But do you know what did pass? You know what did pass?
Bill?
Huh?
That Asian crime bill?
Asian crime bill went through quick. Republicans there, it was
Real
bipartisan. Quick. Bipartisan. They love signing that. Matter of fact, Kamala was the first Asian president when they did. Remember that?
She saw them checks.
What I'm saying,
where it was
telling you. Do you think we're freaking stupid? I wasn't paying attention, bro. You can go back through my timeline. I got receipts for all of this.
I mean, shit, Mike, I told people straight up, we was the niggas in the Bay was the first one telling people fuck Kamala.
Oh man, I know.
I told people, nigga, we was saying fuck her before, all you fake conservative niggas, wanted to get on y'all soapbox about it, nigga, because if we keep it solid, before she ran for president, you weird niggas probably, and I ain't talking about you, I'm talking about these conservative niggas, would have supported her ass because she was putting niggas in jail. The only reason why them niggas didn't like her is because she was running against them. Right. But trust and believe, when she was out there putting niggas in jail in the Bay, oh, they damn sure would have been supporting her with all that bullshit ass law and order bullshit they like to like.
That's another problem too. And I hope Cuz still listening. I hope you're still listening, Ronnie. That's another issue too, why we can't vote like civil rights days. Because these politicians, these Negro politicians, are not coming from activism. These Negro politicians are coming through the legal system as prosecutors.
Yeah.
They're making their bones on us. They're making our bones strengthening the system against us. They're not coming from activism. So we can't even vote like that anymore because we don't even have leaders like that anymore. Now they'll do like that weird looking dude with the ponytail. They'll do all that performative screaming and, even your girl, Jasmine Crockett, man, I think Jasmine Crockett's a cutie. I got to say, I think she's a cute girl. You know what I mean? But all of that extra stuff, all of that performative stuff.
Sweetheart, you from the birds. Relax.
Yeah, relax. Chill out. Be smart. You know what I'm saying? Be smart.
Ain't nothing wrong with
it. Peep game. But they got her up out of there quick. Because of that performative stuff. That neck rolling black woman stuff.
It made it too easy for them to get you out of there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, peace and blessings. My man, Larry. Man, me and Larry go so far back, man. That's my guy, man. Larry, what? 11, 12 years old? That's my man right there. Peace to you, brother. But, yeah. So these people, this is problematic, man. If people don't see the problem with this. Do I sound crazy? Do I sound like MAGA?
No.
No. Only why I say you sound crazy is because you're not on the extreme like everybody wants you to be. You got to be either far left or far right. Anybody in the middle, the middle is now the new crazy, I guess you would say.
Yeah.
That's why it's hard for people to have political discussions with me because you can't throw back the liberal order. I don't go on both sides.
I'm with Malcolm, man. Now, I'll tell y'all a story. So I was really, really active during the 2020 election. I was selling Vote Your Vision t-shirts. I was sending shirts out to folks, man, on Shopify. Y'all probably remember that. Had a lot of going on, a lot of, e-commerce type of stuff going on with the voting. I mean, we're doing shows about the election politics. I mean, I was doing a show every other day back then because we were on lockdown. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And I paid particularly close attention to all of this stuff, man. Like I say, I got the receipts. I paid particularly close attention to all of this stuff. But I remember when I lost my train of thought. Well,
Talking about 2020 when you was doing the politics.
Yeah, I was. Where was I going with? I don't know. That's the thing about it when you talk so much. Sometimes this happens, right?
Nah, it happened to me all the time. I know what you say.
Yeah. I lost it. Maybe it'll come back to me. But go ahead. Anybody else got anything? I know I've been monopolized.
I want to ask you, since we were talking about Malcolm X, how do you feel about separate but equal? Would you want to go back to that?
Yes. And I do remember what I was about to say. So back in 2020, and I'll get back to that too, Ronnie. We'll circle back there. Back in 2020, I was asked to come on a show from my friend of mine named Diane, man. So shout out to Diane if you're out there listening. You know what I'm saying? But Diane asked me to come on the show. It was a lot of racial tension. Biden had just gotten elected. I don't even think January 6th had happened yet. I don't even think that had happened yet. And I got on the show. It was supposed to be kind of a racial, trying to be peaceful between races because there was so much racial tension. So it was, white guys, white females, LGBT females. It was kind of just everybody in this group. So I decided to show up to a podcast and, appreciate Diane. That's Chloe's sister, by the way.
Oh, okay, Diane.
Diane, man, because Diane, I love her. You know what I'm saying? Love her.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart, man. But she didn't hold it against me. But I remember being in there, and I'm like, oh yeah, Biden's in. I think the girl was, somebody related to it. But she had worked on some campaigns up here. I'm sorry, she had worked on some campaigns up here in Georgia. So I'm like, yeah. Biden said he's gonna do this and that. We need to go ahead and get this, and this for black people, blah, blah, blah. She's like, whoa. We got gay people, we got all these other people that need all of this stuff. She straight up told me that we need to wait because it's like more people more important than us. This was a liberal.
That's true.
It was people more important than us. It was things more important than us. Straight up said
the people that got you, your rights.
Yeah, straight up said
people
it.
that got your gay ass, your rights.
Straight up said
you gave it to her, didn't you, Mike?
I
know you gave it to her when she said that.
I said we can get Raphael Warnock up out of here. That she literally shivered because Raphael Warnock position wasn't solidified. He could be out in 2 years. So I'm like, if Biden don't do nothing in 2 years, get Warnock out of there. But you can't get people to do it because they ran the fear campaign.
Yeah.
They ran the fear campaign and we bid it hook, line, and sinker. I'm not afraid of Trump. I'm not afraid of Chud the Builder. I'm not afraid of none of these little punk ass kids. I ain't afraid of nobody that look like him or think like him. You run up on me, you're gonna get packed out.
Man, it'll be ugly.
And I might stand over you.
Man, I promise you. And smile while I'm doing it.
Oh, yeah. Somebody drop this fool for me.
Somebody drop this fool for me.
I need that loud. I need to figure out how to make that louder, man. Yeah. That's what time it is, man. That's what time it is with me. Let you know right now. Touch any member of my family, you're going to get packed out. At a minimum. Bare minimum. Call me a nigga. Get packed out.
Yeah, we slaughtering shit.
Yeah, disrespect my wife. Mama. Disrespect another black person in front of me. It's like that. We on that type of time. I'm traumatized.
Did you see
and I'm tired.
The situation with Glasses Malone and Aiden Ross? So Aiden Ross had been going on this little rampage against Doechii. And calling her all kind of black bitches and just, and he came across Glasses Malone and he's like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
Right.
So he on his show and he like, dog, you keep disrespecting this black woman, I'm going to see you, and it's going to be ugly. And, of course, Aiden Ross did what, the white guys do. I'm going to call the police. And he said, dog, why don't you square-ass niggas understand the police come after a crime is done?
Oh, yeah.
Like, why don't y'all understand that? And so, people get to call him, and it ain't worth it, G, you going to go to jail. He said, brother, I've been to jail for worse shit. I would be proud to go to jail over this.
Right.
And he said, I've been in jail for selling drugs. You think I wouldn't go to jail for defending this sister?
Right.
But I said that to say how sad it was to see so many dudes, essentially, telling him to chill out and just, and all this and that. And it's like, it's sad to see where we at in this state of affairs, with just men in general and black men especially. Like, it's just like,
we get a bad rap, man. We get a bad rap. Because I guarantee you, ain't no American black man finna sit up and watch nobody do nothing to no American black woman. Unless it's his woman or his sister that's beating a chick up for him.
I would love to believe that, Mike, but I think we got a lot of suckers out here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tommy, we got a lot of tethers out here, Tommy.
That too.
You got a lot of dudes cosplaying. These little dudes with all this hair and shit, huh?
That Chud the Builder dude, like, that wasn't the first time he did that. He had been going around a while, and motherfuckers wasn't, like, the fact that he was able to go that long without motherfuckers touching him, it's like, listen, I ain't gonna say, I want to believe there's no way you can do that shit in Oakland.
Nah, you ain't getting away with that in Oakland.
You know what I'm saying? He's in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey, bro, dude wouldn't have been able to walk around Mobile, Alabama doing that.
Man, like, that shit's insane.
He wouldn't have lasted in Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile, Selma. He wouldn't have lasted in none of them places doing that.
But I tell you to say, like, I want to believe what you're saying, like, no blacks, but I'm just like, but I'm seeing shit and I'm just like, I don't think we got, it's like these niggas is different, man.
Nah, it's
these
just,
niggas is different.
No, it's just some different niggas here too. And they blend in.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I mean, look, if you look online and see what they let happen to their women over in their country, I mean, come on, man. I ain't trying to be low down or whatnot, but you can look online and see chicks getting stomped out in the streets in India, Nigeria, parts of Africa. You know what I mean? India, horrible with it. Then they come over here and act all peaceful. You know what I'm saying? Come over here and act like they just peace-loving people, man. They be dragging bitches in India. I'm glad I ain't no Indian. Get the nipples cut off.
But even like the response from the women though, like the women are like, man, I ain't think it was any men like that left, man. It was refreshing to see that, Wudu, it was crazy because he's just like, and even him, he was like, I can't believe how many women are telling me. He's like, damn, am I lost? Because he's like, I don't think what I did was even special. I think any nigga would do that. And he's like, I'm starting to think that maybe it's not so. And I was just like, man, I don't know.
Yeah. Shout out to you, fam. Man, people show love to us tonight, man. We had people do man. Shit. But hey, look, I'm about to wrap it up in a few minutes. I think this is gonna be one of those things. It's gonna be an ongoing thing. But back on the state elections here.
Yeah.
About the thing about overlooking the judges on the ballot. That's the type of stuff that vote blue no matter who saying that and believing that. It really helps you not look at the ballot.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It really helps you not look at the ballot, man. You wouldn't sign any kind of contract. Man, world class in the bill. Happening. What's happening? Yeah, man. Shit, man. See, man, I'm gonna drop the link, man. Let's drop a link, man. Let's get it popping if anybody want to come in. How about that? And you don't have to, but if you want to, I'm just putting it here. You know what I'm saying? Pin that shit to the top. And let's go, man. It's good to see. I wonder where my boy Ja King at, man. I miss Ja King. I ain't seen Ja King. We got to find Ja King, man. Ja King, if you out there, man, shout out, man. Shout out, bro. But I say when you start talking about performative stuff, this dude right here, man, I ain't gonna lie, he get on my nerves. And I don't even.
And I'm telling you,
that Al Green guy,
one of the worst.
That Al Green dude was horrible. All that yelling and shit with the cane, getting kicked out of stuff. Look, I'm not gonna drop all the receipts tonight. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and work on a short film. I've already started, and I want to illustrate the betrayal of this party to black people. We already know where the Republicans stand. We're talking about wolves and foxes now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna document this because that party has set us back several times.
So the Democrats are the foxes and Republicans are the wolves.
Yes. And we dinner.
Okay.
Yeah, and we dinner. But see, don't get tricked out of it. You see what I mean? You got one side that's going to trick you out of it. But they're talking about, hey, man, Rudy, what's happening with your phone? Hey, look, it's so much that's going into it, man. I'll say this. I'll give you guys a little bit of a hint. The only president, Democratic president, that really did anything for us, who do y'all think it was? Just guess.
I don't know, Mike. Nobody in recent.
Think about who.
JFK.
JFK. Thank you, sir. Think about who got packed out recently in history. I keep using it the wrong way, but you know what I mean. They got unalived.
They got smoked.
Yeah, JFK. I got the proof of that. I got the archival footage of that. That's the last president that's done anything for black people. Not Jimmy Carter. Not Bill Clinton. But Bill Clinton did something for your black ass. Got you up out of here for a little bit with that crack and all of that stuff. And now they treat drug addiction like an illness. And we go for it. You know what I'm saying? We go for it.
Come on, man.
We go for it. Ain't nobody calling this stuff out because you scared of an 80-year-old, overweight, weird-ass dude who could kill over any day now.
Man.
For any reason. And we could try to go back and rewrite history and be like, oh, if Kamala was in office, we wouldn't be in all these wars and all of this stuff and that. If Kamala was in office, gas would still be high because Israel would have still attacked Iran, and Kamala's married to a Jewish guy.
Yeah, we still been over there.
We've still been over there.
That's what I've been telling you. We Israel's bitch.
We would still be over there. But people don't really understand geopolitics. That's a whole nother monster. Still got a war in Ukraine. They say she started that shit because she went over there to make peace and them motherfuckers was fighting 2 days later after she left.
Oh.
Yeah, Clinton played the saxophone and got some brain, and we called him the first black president.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? But nobody could tell me anything different. Inflation was out of control under Biden because of all the PPP money and COVID money. It was too much money in the economy. That's nothing the president can even really control. But you can't act like it wouldn't be inflation because if she was in office, because it's not really something the president controls. But I do know it's been running rampant since the last Trump administration. I'm not going to put it all on Biden, but they didn't do anything to stop it then either.
That's the funny thing about it, though, is like with the gas prices now, right? Oh, it's not Trump's fault. That's funny because 13 months ago, it was all Biden's fault.
No.
So, and both sides do it. You know, if it happens under this party's watch, it's their fault. But then if it happens under your party's fault, oh no, it's not that. They don't control her. Oh, it's different. You know, it's just that's why I tell people the same like what you say. Y'all MAGA people hate liberals so much, but y'all literally do the same shit liberals do. Y'all lie. Y'all make excuses. You don't hold your people accountable. You do the exact same shit the fucking liberals do, and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's just hilarious how much they don't like each other when they literally exactly the same.
Well, opposites attract.
Yeah.
Like repels.
Hey, what they say?
Like repels. So,
left wing, right wing, same bird.
Left wing, right wing, same bird. Same white dove.
Yeah.
Big white dove.
Mm-hmm.
They getting the same thing done. They getting us out of here. They're diluting our political power. And then they want us to go on the front lines for it. I was floored with the whole asking the kids to not go to school shit. I like, boy, this is horrible. That's like going to wake your kids up because you hear somebody breaking in the house. Go downstairs, son, and see who that is.
You know what's crazy, Mike? You just said they want us on the front line. So you know the Chud the Builder dude, the dude that he shot was a veteran.
Yeah.
So all of these God-fearing, I love America, I love veteran-ass motherfuckers just donated $250,000.
They donated 250
to a
racks
motherfucker
to
that disrespected a fucking veteran.
Oh yeah, but I think the dude that got shot got like 200,000 or 300,000.
No, he did.
Yeah,
but trust me, Chud was going way faster than his. His might have caught up.
Oh,
but Chud, I think dude was under 100, and Chud was at 250 or some shit at first. Like, it was crazy.
So I want y'all to hear something because I just got wind or it just came out that Jim Clyburn is the first one who's probably going to lose his seat in South Carolina. Y'all familiar with Jim Clyburn?
Nah, he's a Democrat.
Yeah, very powerful Democrat House member. But Jim Clyburn is an establishment Democrat. But I remember this, Jim. Let me show you this, man. This is what this is going to get you guys. Fire your history teacher. Learn from this. I'm not saying it to be a jerk. I'm saying it because I care about y'all, man. These are the type of people you listening to. Here we go. Look. Yeah, hold on. Can y'all hear that?
And aspirations.
Yeah.
Hold on.
How do you want Joe Biden to pay you back? Pay me back. I don't want anything out of this. All I want is a country that my children and grandchildren can be able to develop in and be able to pursue their dreams and aspirations. I've been around. I'm full scores. I'm beyond the promise.
And now your grandchildren can't even get an abortion. I don't want nothing from Joe Biden. I I'm gonna miss them hush puppies. I'm sure the people in South Carolina gonna miss the hush puppies and the French fries, fish fries, tartar sauce. They're gonna miss all that. But this is what wanting nothing gets you when you vote.
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, I'm telling you, these people are not people that you need to be following. Do you know what this man had the nerve to say in 2020? We in 2021. Do you know what this man had the nerve to say?
What?
Defund the police is a chokehold around the Democratic Party. Defund the police is what got y'all ass elected.
Mm-hmm.
And they turned right around. Attack progressives. Voted against progressives. Because they said that I didn't want nothing. I'll let you hear it. Fuck it. Hey, look, this dude here is a trip, man. And they want us to be upset because he losing his seat. Man, please. I wish Marcel was on here. See, my man Marcel Dixon, he been on here before. You remember Marcel Dixon? Marcel Dixon was running against him. Young, fresh, new blood. But we rather them fumble it. Yeah, check this out. It's gonna last a moment. I'm gonna make a little restroom run real quick, but I'm gonna share this. So we'll take a quick little 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go get to the end of the show here. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but check this out. This is your boy Jim Clyburn.
Impeach him or convict him. Now your party has this select committee that's not yet up and running. When do you think we'll actually see some results from that committee, see some investigating done?
Well, thank you very much for having me. I think it is all going to depend upon the minority leader. He's now saying that he's going to appoint 5 members to serve. And when they get together, I'm assuming the 13 will sit down and develop some timetable. I don't think they ought to rush into this. This is something that we need to take our time. It's already occurred. As we said, we know exactly when it happened. We know a whole lot about where it happened. We just don't know why and who made it happen. They should take their time to find that out.
It's a fair point. I guess the counter argument would be 6 months is a long time from an insurrection to have done no investigating, especially when the Republicans are trying to rewrite history, as you know, and they're still pushing this big lie about the election. It's been 2 weeks, in fact, since Senate Republicans used their filibuster to block Democrats from passing S1, the For the People Act, which is already passed in the House. I want to play you something the Vice President said today. Have a listen.
These laws make it harder for you to vote because they don't want you to vote. Don't let anybody ever take your power from you. Don't let anybody take your power from you, especially the power of your voice. We will not let anyone take away our power. And that's why we are all here together today. We're not going to let that happen.
When the Vice President says we're not going to let that happen, the problem is it's already happened. The filibuster was already deployed. I know you congressmen support getting rid of the filibuster in this context, and I'm glad you do. But Senate Democrats haven't gotten rid of it. And until today, the White House hadn't said or done much on S1. Is there a plan B to save our democracy? I mean, either there's an existential threat that needs dealing with right now, or there isn't. Am I wrong?
Well, remember on 2 things. First of all, I know it's been 6 months since January 6th, but it was almost 18 months before the Congress responded legislatively to 9/11. So I don't think that we need to worry about 6 months thing. Let's make sure we get it done so it won't happen again. Now, as for voting, I do feel very strongly that we have got to have a legislative response, and it needs to be done by the middle or the end of September. And I think it can be done. We know that we're not going to have congressional elections until next year. We know that the new numbers will come out from the Census Bureau in September. And I think we ought to have in play a bill coming out of the Senate that will do two things. Number one, incorporate that which is found in H.R. 1, at least those things that they can agree upon, and what is in H.R. 4, the pre-clearance part of H.R. 4. They ought to just combine those two bills, take them to the floor in the Senate, pass it, and then let's do what is necessary to have fair and unfettered elections. And I think you can do that in two ways. Yes.
No, please tell us your two ways, and then I'll come back in.
Your two ways you can do that.
Before I go a little bit further, have you noticed the only thing they do is when they get in office, they start talking about voting again? You ain't ever noticed that? That's the only damn problem we have when they get in office.
Yeah.
Oh, voting. Everybody talked about voting. Well, you just got in office 6 months ago and you talking about voting. Their job is to stay there, get that money, run their bank account up, run up a check, roll out. We getting to the end of the show, so I'm going to get me a beer. You being played, man. You don't even realize it. That's like if I told my employees, right, that there was this existential threat to their employment. And that's all they care about is employment. Oh, man, your employment's at risk. You know what I'm saying? And I just kept running that. That keeps people on the treadmill, man. That keeps people on the hamster wheel. Keeps people under stress. Keeps people under stress. But this isn't something that's going to get solved tonight. Look for a part 2 to this. Ronnie, let me know your schedule. Tommy, let me know your schedule.
Of course.
And Cam up, Tommy, if you can.
Shit. Yeah, my schedule open, so just let me know.
Okay. Well, the big mic drop is officially back, but I want to go through some of these comments, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
The Arsenio Hall joint. You know what I'm saying? Come out there. Bill Clinton on the sax, baby. So let's go back through this, man, and we'll go and wrap it up and get up out of here, all right?
By carving out a workaround of the filibuster as you've done for the budget. We can do.
If I lose my hair, man, I'm just going to get it gone, man. It's gone. I'm not going to keep the gray side shit. I'm not doing it.
The civil rights.
Good. Just take a little off the top now.
And constitutional rights questions. They should not be subjected to a filibuster. Just like we don't do for the budget. We don't let any one person jeopardize the full faith and credit of the United States of America, and we will not let anyone hold anybody's constitutional right in their hand.
One of the poorest districts in South Carolina, by the way.
And the second way you could do that, quite frankly, is that making it a reconciliation issue, just like you've done for the budget, and just say.
Top member of the House, 6 months into 2020 or 2021. 6 months in. What is he talking about? What's he talking about?
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
You won't get 10 people, let's put it on the floor.
But Congressman, isn't the problem that what you're saying I 100% agree with?
Now you see the question. How will the Democrats use their slim majority in Congress? So they had a majority at this time.
workarounds, but the president hasn't come out and said this. Chuck Schumer hasn't come out and said this. Joe Manchin hasn't said he's on board with this. So the problem is we're still stuck with the status quo.
Well, you know, I never feel that just because I have not been a party to the discussions, that the discussions didn't take place. You know, I believe in being transparent, but I also believe that we ought to make headway before we make headlines. And the problem we get so often is the headlines get out in front of the issue and it jeopardizes the ability to make headway. So I am convinced that there are people talking. I have not advertised the one I...
So vote blue no matter who. Joe Manchin was a Democrat. He didn't vote for nothing.
Our discussion I had with Joe Manchin, voter ID laws we've always had. I keep in my pocket a voter registration card. I present that card every time I go vote. That's IDing myself. What I'm talking about there is...
So you should be able to identify yourself with a social security card, right?
You should be able to.
If you can identify yourself with a voter ID card. Now see, I'll tell you this. I look out for the tricks. I'm like that dude. Who can't get an identification in this country? And don't worry about what Sonny Houston was saying about black people can't get driver's license because of the effects of slavery. Because it don't stop them from getting cars every January. Huh?
I said, I want to say illegals can't, but I think even they can.
They can in New York. It's easy for them to get IDs up here.
Yeah, in California. But for most states, it's the illegals that can't get the ID to vote. So that's why they want you to have a card. You got to understand the plan. You got to understand the play. They're flooding you out so they don't have to do anything for you. Hispanics are almost more than us in the population now.
Yep.
So we're going to be at what, 2 or 3 time minority now. They won't have to depend on us to vote for them soon. And we definitely ain't going to get shit then. We vote for them and keep them afloat now. They want kids to quit college right now to protect them. So just watch the sleight of hand tricks. Because once it's enough Hispanics from Venezuela and other places, they'll be here voting for Trump. Hey, Donald Trump.
Is photo ID that says a hunting license photo is good and a student activity card photo is not good. And that's the problem with tweeting. You know, you use these shortcuts and people cut off what you're talking about.
Fair enough. And you think that you and Joe Manchin both agree that photo ID isn't necessary?
It's not necessary. He even talked about someone bringing their utility bill as an ID. That's the kind of innovation that we need.
Why would you need somebody to bring a utility bill?
Like you getting a library card.
Oh man, this man crazy as a sprayed roach. I don't give a damn that he losing his seat.
Yes, well said. Late last month, Congressman, you made headlines for getting involved in a special House election in Ohio that will fill
this part right here. Are y'all familiar with Nina Turner?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, Nina Turner, man. Smart sister. Smart sister. Listen what he did to Nina Turner.
The vacancy left by Health and Human Services Secretary Marsha Fudge. In that race, the front runner is Nina Turner, a progressive ally of Bernie Sanders.
All right. You hear it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck Bernie Sanders.
Everybody fuck with Bernie Sanders.
Not the Democrats if he winning.
Exactly.
She was endorsed by the local paper there, the Plain Dealer. Yet you surprised many by endorsing her Democratic primary opponent, Shontel Brown, who's the local Democratic Party chair. Some might look at that and say, this is the Democratic Party establishment trying to prevent the progressive squad from growing. What would you...
Chantel Brown. Have you heard anything about a Chantel Brown doing anything?
Nope.
Nina Turner still on CNN talking in different places, talking about real shit, talking real shit about for us. You see what I'm saying?
What do you say to them?
I would say simply that I know Chantel Brown. I have been working with her for several years. She is chair of the party out there, the first African-American woman to do so. I work with her on behalf of...
So there they go. They're going to get you with the first African-American woman.
Mm-hmm.
We should be out of first African-American anything at this point in time in America.
Marsha Fudge at fundraisers. I know her. She asked me would I support her, and I said I would. Now, I always decide what level of support I will make. And until I heard that I was being accused publicly of endorsing Joe Biden and not getting anything for it.
You heard that? Nina Turner called him out on that. Endorsing Joe Biden, I don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. They were passionate about it.
I don't know why the accused decided to bring me into it. I was not in it until they brought me in it. So when they brought me in it, I decided to participate.
I mean, I guess the context is you have been quite critical of the left of your party. The Democrats lost a net dozen House seats last November. Despite winning the White House, you've been very critical of the party's progressive wing for, quote, sloganeering, you say, with movements like Medicare for All and defund the police. In May, though, Congressman, a focus group study from the polling firm Lake Research Partners found that swing voters paid only a little attention to Republican attacks on socialism or defunding the police, which they viewed as divisive fear-mongering, and that the bigger problem was that many voters didn't have a clear grasp of what the Democratic Party stood for. So is the whole attention on defund the police really a deflection by the party leadership from your own failures? That's what your critics on the left would say.
That is absolutely poppycock.
Poppycock.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm out here with the voters every day.
Oh, I'm saying it. That's my new term from here on out. Poppycock. It's absolute poppycock. Just take a little bit off the sides for me. Man, I'm clouded, man.
I did a town hall meeting last night in Jasper County, South Carolina. I can tell you, defund the police is a non-starter, even with black people. And if you don't think that's true, then look at the results of what just happened in New York City's election. So the proof is in the pudding. I know what I'm talking about. I talk to people every day. And defund the police is a chokehold around the Democratic Party. And let me remind you, if you're going to categorize left and right, I'm on the left of my party. Nobody can call me anything but a progressive. And been one all of my life. Met my wife in jail, being progressive. So come on.
And I appreciate that. But Congressman, just on the specific issues, because I know you care strongly about this, when you say defund the police, I'm not talking about the popularity of it. I'm talking about whether it hurt your party. None of the candidates in the November House elections ran on defund the police. You mentioned New York. Not a single New York mayoral candidate ran on defund the police. So I'm not sure why. I mean, I know why Republicans keep going on and on about it. I'm not sure why you seem to think it's such a big problem for your party.
Because they said they were going to fucking do it. Look, I wasn't a fan of defund the police. So let me just go ahead and put that out there too. I didn't think that was the right move, but they promised to do that. It wasn't even 6 months later. And I'm just showing y'all this stuff. I know it's random, it's old, but I'm building a case. And I want to show the receipts. This man is about to lose his seat. The first black South Carolina senator since 1897. You know why? Because Democrat Woodrow Wilson rolled all that shit back racially. And we could talk about Woodrow Wilson too. We'll go there too. So nah, I'm not MAGA, but I want to take care of the discipline of the kids in my house. You say you for me, you say you with me, then you have more accountability than the person that isn't with me.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm never going to tell anybody to vote blue no matter who. My thing is going to be vote you no matter who. I think that's it for me. Y'all got anything in closing, y'all?
No, I agree with you about not voting blue. Because like I said, I was raised, my grandmother taught us for everybody vote in the house, voting Democrat, whether we wanted to or not. So I think we got to get away from that.
Hey, look, I look at it like this. I'm a 50-year-old man, almost. I'm not going to have an abortion. It's not in my interest. It's not my interest. I'm not a homosexual. It's not my interest. I'm not an immigrant. Neither is anybody in my family. It's not my interest. I haven't benefited anything from DEI. It's not my interest. Where does that leave us? In closing, wrap it on up. Tommy, you got anything in closing, man?
No, man. Good show. Good to see you back. Good to see you too, Ronnie.
Thank you.
I'll just see you on the next one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thanks for calling in. Yes, sir. I'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right.
All right, peace. Nice, man. Good to have Tommy B come through, man. Good to see everybody in the comments, man. Rudy, man, thank you for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Look, Rudy been having my back in these comments, man, and we got some stuff that's going, it's getting pretty widespread out there. The big mic drop is back, man. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going and going. So Ronnie, I appreciate you, man. It's good to see you. Tell Jeff and the family I said hello.
I will.
Peace, blessings to you guys. And look, we're gonna see y'all next time on the big mic drop. Ronnie, peace out.
All right, see you, Mike.
See you later. Ladies and gentlemen. Ronnie LeDoux. All right. Yeah. All right, man. Look, man, that was a good show tonight. We about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for joining. Like I said, it's good to be back. And we will see y'all again. I'll let you know. It'll be next week. Happy Memorial Day, by the way. We invented that too. Peace.